Wow, it's bright. Good evening, everyone. Now, it may sound odd to some of you, but for most of you it won't. But when I think about T1D, the first thing I think about is family. Both the family I'm related to and the family I've come to know and love through this event. First, the family I'm related to. My grandmother, Mama Maddie, was diagnosed when she was 7. So when I got diagnosed 3 days after my 5th birthday, I had a T1D soulmate to look up to. Mama Maddie made managing my disease so much easier. We used to play blood sugar games before going out to eat, and she encouraged me to get an insulin pump when I was 7 because she had already been on one for a few years and wanted me to have the best treatment and the best life. It was truly heartbreaking when Mama Maddie lost her life to complications of T1D when she was just 54. I was only 10 years old, but to this day, I carry strong memories with her, and she still inspires me to be vigilant, take care of myself, and most of all, enjoy life. Family got me involved with JDRF. When we started with the walk program soon after my diagnosis, and since my pediatrician was married to the head of our local JDRF chapter in Dayton, Ohio, you see where this is going. Somehow, after one of my appointments in 2005, my mom walked out of the JDRF office with paperwork and a cycling jersey for the Ride to Cure Diabetes. After the first ride, my parents were hooked, and I couldn't wait to be old enough to ride with them, which happened in 2007 in Death Valley. Nothing can compare to the first experience. Nothing. And every year after, I've ridden with members of my family, including my brother, my sister, both of my grandfathers, my aunt, my uncle, and my father, who was a coach for many years. One year, we even had 3 generations of Dentons, my grandfather, father, and I, all cross the finish line at the same time. And if you ask me, that was pretty cool. And then there's my JDRF family that I'm not related to. On that first Death Valley ride, I was only 14. And I remember the heat, the blazing sun, and the grueling climb of Jubilee Pass. But what I remember even more is the unending support I got from this community, this family of people dedicated to riding to end T1D. Because I was so young when I was diagnosed, I never really knew life without type 1 diabetes. But I can remember times on the ride when I feel completely free. On the road, pedal stroke after pedal stroke, riding along someone who will encourage you as much as you encourage them to get up a 7-mile hill in 109-degree heat. Now that's what the JDRF family gives me. Not just on the ride events, but every day. And better than just about everything, my JDRF ride family has given me the chance to meet Katie Myers. Her stepdad, Dan Camp, ended up being my ride chaperone when I was 15, after my mom had to drop out of the ride due to an injury earlier that year. We bonded in the hills and rain of Killington, Vermont, for those of you that were there. And when Dan recruited his 2 daughters, Emily and Kate, I had new friends. But 2 years ago, Katie and I rode together here in Amelia Island with a bond that we both knew would lead to something more. We started dating, and in Saratoga Springs last year, we rode as a couple. In fact, you can see Katie and her sister Emily and I on one of the photos back here. I heard you. I would really like if I can get Katie and Emily to both come up here and we can take a photo with it before we're done. If that's okay with everyone? Yeah, wonderful. Like I said, T1D and JDRF need families. And riding here with you in Amelia Island means that my family's come together. The Amelia ride has had a special place for us. It's been a solid foundation on which we built a strong and supportive relationship. We found out that we could ride 100 miles together, And not just do it once, but do it year after year, and train together, and still somehow she wants to be with me. Katie, over the past few years, I've come to love you more than I ever thought I could love someone. I want to ride by your side, mile after mile, for the rest of our lives. I want nothing more than for you to go from being a part of my JDRF ride family to building a family of our own.
Well, that's a Thursday night we're not going to talk for a real